Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new video on Boundaryland Podcast with Dillon and Sheldon. And today we're going to be discussing the T20 series between India and England, which is about to kickstart soon. Let's get straight into it. But before that, do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. So, Sheldon, Test series done. And now we get into the T20s.
Yeah, T20 World Cup, big. All T20s matter and perfect. Two of the favorites, I feel, going into the T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
Playing in a big 5-match T20 series in the place where the T20 World Cup's going to be hosted. I mean, perfectly set up, right? Super excited for it.
So let's discuss it then. So what do you think the areas are England needs to work on after this Test series? I think, of course, their confidence is going to be a bit down coming from the Test series. But what do you think they need to do to improve their chances of playing well in this T20?
Yeah, in T20s, actually, they've had a terrific record of late. I think rank 1 in T20 right now. So the T20 side's going well. And surprisingly, also going through the series, they named a full-strength T20 side. And some people will be, raising eyebrows saying, oh, you can do that, but you can't do it for the Test series. Have to rest people there and all this.
Yeah, that was, I wanted to ask you for that. But of course, I think they wanted India probably to know that this is the kind of team they're sending in, just playing mind games, I think, with India.
One thing they'd want to get is the bowling attack, which they'd want to settle on before the T20 World Cup. Yeah. So I think we know Archer will play, and Rashid probably, and Moeen as the other spinner. And I think the other thing will be the other seamer to back up Archer, because I think Jordan will play as well. Because he's
Jordan, and I think even Vokes must play. I don't know if he's in the squad.
Vokes surprisingly hasn't been in the T20 squad. That surprises me a lot.
It's surprising. I can't believe he's not in the squad. I think
Vokes should start. Yeah. Vokes in T20s and ODIs should definitely start for me. I think Vokes, with the new ball, he can bowl at the dead. And he gives you options with the bat. Yeah, exactly. I'm so surprised why Chris Vokes isn't selected in T20s. I think they'd probably go with Sam Curran or Tom Curran probably to back up England. And Sam Curran also gives you with the bat something. Or maybe a Mark Wood. So I think they'll want to settle
Mark Wood as well.
A backup bowler for Archer, that's for sure.
Yeah, probably expecting these guys to play, but strange call for not playing Chris Vokes. I expected him to be in the squad, but let's see how that goes about. And for India and all you Indian fans and Mumbai Indian fans there, we've got Surya Kumar Yadav come back in the team. He's been knocking on the door so long, Sheldon. He's had a brilliant run, the past few years, scored well in India as well, in the IPL as well, and finally. India giving him a chance. I thought he was going to get into the team when India named their squad for Australia back then. But unfortunately, I think he didn't make it then. And finally now in the home series, I think they've decided to go in with Surya Kumar Yadav. Surprising there's no Jasprit Bumrah.
Yeah, I was very surprised. I think he's gone for a wedding or something. If I'm not mistaken.
He's getting married. he's getting married, so that's fine. I mean, he's
luckily for India, there's so many options though. I mean, we saw even in the Test side, there's just so many second string, third string, fourth string.
Yeah, but you know what the BCCI would have said that you better have your wedding now, Jasprit Bumrah, because we've got the World Test Championship coming up, you've got the T20 World Cup coming up, you got IPL coming up, so that's probably what have happened. But anyways, good luck to Jasprit Bumrah and congrats. If he is really getting married, I don't know if he is actually. There's just a rumor going around that he's gone for his wedding and he's getting married. But if he is, so congrats Jasprit Bumrah, all the best. But Surya Kumar Yadav in the team, Sheldon. What do you got to say?
Do you think he should start for the T20s? If you were naming your side for the first T20 in your starting 11?
Surya Kumar Yadav, of course. Yeah. Of course. I would 100% give him a chance just to see how he does well, And he's been around for a long time in India, also playing, even with the Mumbai Indians, you've seen season after season for the last 4 to 5 years. He's done well. He's done consistently well. So I would give him a chance to right away. You've got Rohit Sharma who can open. You've got Surya Kumar Yadav there. Both these guys understand each other. But Virat Kohli, Sanju Samson, also if he's in the team, Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya, all these guys, they can do well. And India's looking really strong, I would say. At this point, even before they name this squad, the guys are going to be in there, and they're just really, really strong. KL Rahul also, I think, is going to play, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you had to name a top 6, if the World Cup was starting tomorrow. what would be a top 6 for India out of all the batsmen available?
My top 6,
or top 7, if whatever.
My top 6 or top 7 for India would be KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Suryakumar Yadav, Sanju Samson, Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya. That's my 7. So that's like a really strong team, man.
I'm trying to see who you're leaving out of this top 7. There's so many names.
There's so many names. There's Shikhar Dhawan, there's Mayank Agarwal, there's like a lot of guys who will left out.
So tough to pick, right? A top 7. I mean, I was just looking at that.
Yeah, especially in India, you know, these guys can play really well. You know, all of them. Rahul, we've seen. I mean, so elegant, so graceful. Sanju Samson. These guys are like just so awesome to watch when they play, and it's going to be interesting to see how India really do well and how they take this T20 series, I think, ahead. And for England, it will just be a good practice for them. I mean, not exactly a practice, but it will be really nice if they can do well. If they win this T20 series, it will give them a lot of confidence getting into the T20 World Cup. Of course, that's during the later part of the year, but you know, they will get back. Once they get back to India, they'll be like, okay, we know these things, we know how to go about it, we know how to play on these kind of pitches. Yeah, but expecting Bairstow, Butler, all these guys to do well, Sheldon, this time around. Yeah,
for sure. I think Johnny Bairstow will be so happy to see a white ball and not a red ball after the Test series he's had. But yeah, Johnny
Thank God, not a pink ball. You would definitely not want to see a pink ball.
Yeah, two ducks, right? So yeah, definitely not a pink ball. But yeah, Johnny Bairstow, one thing, even though his Test form's been bad, his ODI form's been excellent over the past few years. So definitely one of the top white ball batsmen in this side, and expecting Bairstow to get runs. And Butler will be back, of course.
Yeah.
Butler who left out the first Test, so big addition to the squad. And David Malan also is going to come for the first time.
Oh my God, David Malan, the number 1 T20 batsman. It's going to be interesting how he's going to play here in India. And Sheldon, if the T20 is going to start tomorrow, who's going to be your first 6? Let me ask you the question as well. Who's going to be your first 6?
Okay. It's tough because the order, lately they've been mixing it up a lot. So I think I'll start with Roy, opening.
Okay.
Roy and Bairstow open for me. 3 Malan, 4 Morgan, 5 Stokes, 6 Butler, or Butler before Stokes actually.
Yeah.
And 7 I think would be a toss-up between Sam Curran and Moeen Ali, but because it's in India, I'd probably go with Moeen Ali at 7.
That's a good team. But I wanted to ask you, Joe Root is not going to play this T20s. I think he's going to be out.
Yeah, Joe Root actually hasn't played a T20 for England for the last 2 years, which is surprising. Yeah,
surprising. I mean, he can really play so well. I wonder why.
Yeah, I think the only problem is they feel he plays too slow. And they feel Malan is doing that same role at number 3.
That's the thing I don't understand. Kane Williamson does the same thing. I mean, you know, you look at Kane Williamson, like he's so underrated as a T20 batsman. The way he plays, like, you know, he can switch gears so fast. And Joe Root also, I think, can do that. I don't know why, you know, England doesn't go with him so often.
And Root also, another surprising thing is that in the last T20 World Cup, which was in India, he had an amazing T20 World Cup.
He had an amazing run.
Yeah, he played that innings against South Africa. I remember that famous T20, they chased about 230, I think.
200 plus, they chased 200, and Joe Root went berserk that time, like, you know, and I think that was the year when all these guys were doing well. Virat Kohli for India, Joe Root for England, Steve Smith was doing it for Australia as well. So that was a big talk going around about the Big Four, the Fab Four back then. And I remember that match really well. England played like really well that time. Joe Root in particular was just brilliant. I mean, but it's really sad we're not going to see Joe Root, all you England fans there. Just can't wait for it. It's going to be an interesting game between India and England. 5-match series here in India. So until then, thank you so much, everybody. If you like the video, do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And you can follow us on Instagram. The handle's down there in the description. And we'll see you soon with another video.